Okay, this is crazy. Come a bit closer because we need to talk about AI clones. What you're seeing right now is my very own clone. This is not real, this is all AI. Just look how realistic the movements are. Yeah, that's scary, right? Like, this technology has come a far way because I used to have an AI clone and everyone called me out on it. They all noticed it was fake. But if you can't tell, this is AI too. Now, this is what my clone used to look like when I tried to do this with VO3 like 9 months ago. And this is what we got right now. What this means is that you don't have to be in the studio anymore, because all I have to do is upload an audio clip of me talking and a reference image, and this is what you get. Okay, so now it's the real Dan. And to prove this, I'm going to drink this cup of water, because we all know AI cannot do that. Yeah, all jokes aside, this is actually crazy, right? Like, did I fool you or not? Let me know in the comments down below. In this video, I will breaking down exactly how you can make your own AI clone that looks exactly like you to make fun videos like I've just shown you. I'll also break down a few different use cases of how you can make something useful out of this. Now, for this video, we're using Seedance through Higgsfield. It has all the tools that we need to make these kind of videos. If you want to follow along, click the link in the description down below. I'll also add in a link to my Skool community where you can find all of the prompts I used and some other files that might be useful. Okay, so the big question is, what is so good about these AI clones? Well, there are 3 reasons why I think this looks good. First, we have the amount of detail. If you look at these shots, you can see everything from my skin texture to my imperfections, pimples, freckles, like all of that, you see it on my skin. If we actually take a look at this other example right here, then let me walk you through it, why I think this looks amazing. We got a few things going on and I want to discuss the detail. My face looks exactly like the image input. If I show you the image input that I used here, it's this image. And it used that quite well. We can even see the bags underneath my eyes because there have just been too much work to do. I also like how this character is walking into the screen. She's taking a video and it looks like, of course, if you really zoom into it, you will notice, but I do think it looks realistic. The other thing that I want to point out, this guy right here, that's exactly the type of like look or exactly the type of face I would have at influencers in the wild. Like, that's why I'm in this studio locked away from everyone else. I don't want to film in public like this because I will have people like this dude looking at me, and that's why I'm just being in the public with my AI. The scooter right here, if we take a look at the light that is reflecting on some of these things. So we see the vending machine right here, we have the light. Then also on this pole right there, we have the reflection of the light too. Overall, this is becoming so good that people are getting fooled by it. The other reason why I think these AI clones are so good is the natural dialogue. Just have a listen to this. One of the easiest ways to tell something is AI generated is the dialogue. Specifically the flow of it. Like, we're talking about pauses, ums and ahs. If you don't have them, you have a big chance that it's AI generated. That's crazy. Like, tell me that doesn't sound like me. Tell me that doesn't look like me. Like, the amount of detail and even like how I look away when I'm taking a break, where I'm pausing, like that's something I do quite often. Like, you don't see me looking into the camera enough. Like, as soon as I start to think about something, or like I'm like looking up or looking to the side, I'm doing that here too. If we just take a look at this. Something is AI generated is the dialogue. There you had it. Just looked at the side. Like, we're talking about the hand movements, it all looks and sound natural. I use a lot of pauses in my speech. Even here, it is using that. But the ability for Seedance to understand that there's pauses, the ability for Seedance to not cut out that pause, to also have my character take a little break when I'm taking a pause and look away maybe, that is just incredible. If we compare that to what Heijian made, for example, in this example, not even that old video that I did about Heijian, I'm going to show you how I generate AI avatars that look and sound exactly like me. No matter the background, the clothing, or the camera angles, you will remain completely unchanged. Like, the dialogue, the movement, all of it just feels more fake. That also brings me to the last reason why I think this looks so good, which is the natural movement. That comes to like natural movement. This AI understands so well how good the natural movement is. Here's a little vlog that I made, more of a travel thing, but look at the natural movement here. Most people think of this as scary and unauthentic and all of that, but I'm here to say anyone can now be a creator. You don't have any limitations anymore. The only limitation you have is credits. And that is a big thing, but I will show you how to save on some credits later. Now that you understand what it is that it makes this look so good, it is time for you to learn like how to actually make your own clone. And it is way simpler than you might think. I will walk you through all the different steps to create your own clone. Because first you have to make your reference. Now for making a reference, I literally just used my phone and I took a selfie of me. So this is the selfie that I made. This already is good enough for 99% of your generations. The only tip I have is I wished I took like a top-down selfie to show my outfit. Like a selfie like this. To explain the reason why is in this video right here, I had some outfit issues. As you see in the first shot, I'm wearing black pants and in the second shot, I'm wearing beige pants. Even though I prompted it to be black pants, because it doesn't have a reference of me wearing black pants, it can sometimes fuck up. So that's the tip that I want to give you. If you are doing this as a reference and you want to include more of your outfit, make sure you maybe also include another reference of your full outfit. But all in all, the main thing you need is a selfie of you. And I hear you thinking, why are we not using a character sheet? Let me explain. This is the exact character sheet I made with GPT Image 2 that looks just like me. The reason why I don't use these character sheets for my vlog type videos is because of the level of detail. Right now with this character sheet, we have like my full image and we have like the side angles, all of that. But if we zoom in, it's not as detailed as a actual selfie of me. To show you a comparison, I've used this same prompt, but one video had the selfie as a reference and the other video had the character sheet as a reference. If we take a look at them side by side and if we zoom in on my face, then we can see that there's a lot more detail and a lot less smoothness, which also can be good if you have some imperfections. But on my selfie image, it looked a lot better in my opinion. So that's why I went with the selfie approach. So that is how you make your clone or how you clone yourself. Okay, the next challenge we have is making the AI sound like you. Now there are 3 different ways of how you can approach it. I will first show you the best method. If you have a good mic, then the best thing you can do is record your own audio. I've done this 2 different ways. I've used Audacity. This is literally a free tool where you can just plug in your microphone and then literally say anything you want. Then you take that audio and you upload it as a reference inside of Seedance. Now that's the beauty of Seedance. It can take in audio references if you didn't know that. Make sure that it is less than 13 seconds. For some reason you can only do 13 seconds and not 15 seconds. So keep that in mind when you're generating or recording your voice. The only issue we have is it still alternates and changes your voice. Here's a side-by-side comparison of my real recording and what Seedance made out of it. Okay, so this is crazy. Come a bit closer because we need to talk about AI clones. Okay, this is crazy. Come a bit closer because we need to talk about AI clones. Now, as you hear, the Seedance version is different from my original audio output, so expect it to change your voice a little bit. If you want it to exaggerate a bit more, then make sure that your input audio is also like way more expressive. The other thing it does, it can add in some background noise. Now, this works best for talking head videos that are like in a studio environment, like this example. Yeah, that's scary, right? Like this technology has come a far way because I used to have an AI clone and everyone called me out on it. They all noticed it was fake. If you're not in position to record each and every clip or it just takes too long, then you can use this different method, which is cloning your voice. The easiest and cheapest way to do it if you already have Higgsfield is to use audio and then voice over. Here you can create your own voice clone by submitting a audio file that is max 2 minutes long of you speaking. I did that right here. If you want to have the best possible clone, I would recommend using 11 Labs, making a professional voice clone right there and using that to make your voiceovers. For example, this is what I sound like with an 11 Labs voice. This is my voice clone on 11 Labs. What do you think? Now that we got the two input references, so we got the image of us, and then we also have the voice segment, we can now start generating. And let me explain how I prompt for this. So the first thing I do is I go over to video, then I go over to Seedance, and then over here, I'm uploading both of these things. The next thing that you want to do is you want to add in your prompt. Now there are so many different ways to prompt it. There's no right or wrong, but the method I'd like to use for this is called timeline prompting. And the reason why is because it's very specific. It also allows you and any AI tool that you're using to think about like what you're actually putting in there. If I go over and break down the prompt, it's like this. I add in the format. So I'm basically explaining it's a 9-second single continuous shot. I know you got the setting inside of Higgsfield where you can select like how many seconds you have. Make sure you match that with what you have in your prompt. So then we go over the subject. That's where I add and tag image 1. So in Higgsfield, make sure you add in and tag that image 1. Then for the wardrobe, I'm going over like same. It's the exact same as image 1. Environment, exact same because it's one continuous shot. It's not that like difficult for this one. Then the style anchor. So I'm going in with a locked studio talking head, podcast, YouTuber creator, aesthetic. Here you can change this up to what you have in mind. If it's not a continuous shot, then you can change something like, oh, outside in the park, we have a handheld camera shot, like all of that. You can basically add in all the different details of how you want it to look. This shot was quite easy to be honest, because a talking head shot is a static shot. It's all set on a tripod, so we don't have anything difficult going on. The delivery, it's going to be conversational, reflective, mid-tempo with natural micro pauses, lip sync driven, and it's captured by a podcast mic. Clean, direct mic uptone, no reverb. Here, you don't want to simply copy what I did. If you're outside, if you have any type of background noise, you can add that in here. Now for the logic rule, it's basically to prevent that the AI does anything weird. So I'm just repeating myself with a single continuous shot, no cuts, no jumps, no zooms. I don't want to see that in this shot. If you do want to do that, then prompt it that you want to have that happen. Negative prompt, no music, no captions. Sometimes it tends to add in captions and music. Then for the action, this is where the timeline starts. It's not really a timeline prompt because we have just one prompt. That's the only shot in the timeline. So for 0 to 9 seconds, it is a talking headshot where I am in the studio and I've tagged myself again here and I am prompting like how I deliver these words. So I'm saying like it's relaxed conversational energy, but while he's saying that, his right hand lifts up and he casually points toward the right side, not sure which side that is, gesturing into open space. Then I repeat what I have said and then I turn back to the lens and I continue, and this is what we got right now. That's just to give the AI a bit more of a breakdown of what we want to see. So this is what it generated for me. Now this is what my clone used to look like when I tried to do this with VO3 like 9 months ago. And this is what we got right now. Honestly, this is quite impressive. The first time I saw this, I showed it to my friends and they all thought it was the real me. The main thing I did here is I did use 1080p quality, and that is because I'm using this for YouTube videos which are upscaled to 4K. Ideally, you might even want to upscale this video, but although sometimes when you upscale it tends to look a bit fake. But yeah, this is very usable already. If you do want to save some credits though, then you might want to switch over to 720p because as you see, it's a lot cheaper than 1080p. So that is one tip for you there. Now you don't have to reinvent the wheel and prompt all of this yourself. You don't get as polished of a result as I just had. So to save you some time, I've made this MD file, which you can find in the Skool community. Then you upload this MD file into your Claude or into your ChatGPT. Then you also upload a reference image of you, and you can also even add in your audio file. Then you just start prompting it. It can be a super simple prompt. Like I just did a very short prompt where I said, using the MD file and my reference images and my audio file, prompt me a handheld camera scene of this man giving a tour in a boutique, small but nice 5-star hotel room. It has to be like 13 seconds long, one continuous take. Then I also give a breakdown of what the transcript is saying, like what the audio file is saying, so you don't leave that guesswork up to the AI. Then it will spit out a prompt. If you copy that prompt, put it into Higgsfield, also add in your references there, and then you hit generate. It will make you something like this. So this is where I'll be staying for the time being. Here's the bathroom, pretty fancy. And here's the bed, and then there's the huge TV. And yeah, I'd say it's pretty nice. Yeah, everything was AI generated, even the voice. I used 11 Labs for that. Now here you're thinking, how can I use this in real life? Like, what is actually the benefit of having this AI clone? I've already shown you a number of different examples, but now let's get a bit specific. The main use case of using this right now would be to generate short clips. Unfortunately, you can only do 13-second videos, but you can stitch them together to make something longer, but it will cost you a lot of credits. So how are people using this in real life? Let me showcase you a few examples. So for example, the first one that I want to share with you is this page right here. This guy literally went viral for making AI videos of some random guy. Like, it doesn't even have to be you. Like, I use me as an example right now, but it can be anyone. You use this guy, put him in a suit, and it's like completely fake. They make money through this like WOP course, I reckon, and they already got like 130k followers. Now here's another one. I don't know why they're picking old people, I think for credibility, but this person has almost 400k followers, even has her own website. And it's probably some dude just making these clips. Now there are also people making more entertainment style videos. Like here again, they didn't use a image of themselves. They have built this imaginary character. These already have like 2 million followers and they're making real money with clips like that. One last example I want to give you is people using this for podcasts.
So I think the AI creator space is very much a show, don't tell.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to tell you here is that you can make entertainment videos of yourself. You can put yourself on a podcast. You can make any type of video you can imagine. To get a bit more practical, I've made a few examples of what I think this could be used for. So here, for example, I used it as AI VFX. If you have played Minecraft, then you'd know exactly what this is. Man, I'd never need to walk ever again. Now, this can be a fun intro opener for my reel or for my YouTube videos, and you can do this too. The other one that I want to share with you is more of an AI ad. Now here I made a Uniqlo ad. So there you go, Uniqlo. That was some free promotion for you. I will send the invoice later. I think this is like 4 shots. I generated everything like 2 or 3 times. In total, this will cost you like 500 credits max on Higgsfield, which comes down to depending on which plan you have. Max, that shot would cost you 25 bucks, which still feels pretty expensive. But the way I look at it, like I spend a lot of credits and I burn a lot of money on it. I look at this as like a tool. Like instead of you buying a expensive camera, or instead of you buying like a literal set and purchasing like all the people that can help you with that, renting out all the equipment, you can make something looking half decent with AI. And big brands are already doing it. My main point is that there are just so many different ways to make cool stuff with AI right now. I used to not even want to be on camera, and now that's even more justified because I can just use a clone of me. I've seen so many people, so many characters that already are doing this. They are benefiting from it. They are using this in their business, in their social media, in every type of aspect. The main question I have to you is, are you going to be one of these early adapters, or are you just going to be mad about this? I can see both ways, but still, I would give it a try. Again, the link to Higgsfield and the link to my prompts are in the description down below. Check it out. If you want to see more implications of how I use Seedance, then click the video that's on the screen right now. I have a few cool videos that literally explain all kind of different use cases of how you can master Seedance, but I also have one about AI filmmaking.